The Lawless Frontier. Part 3. A Gift of Madness. The song of the grinding stone calls like pained sirens, shrill and uneven. Its melody is a warning, yet still they come. Adventurers, bounty hunters, scoundrels, and unwanted. Here they find purpose, or hide from those worlds beyond. Those polite lands which heroes strive to reclaim. There is no reclamation here. The shore is ever wild, and so it shall remain. Ever the broken land where the madness dwells and the violence reigns. An excerpt from C.C. Legrand's translation of Writings and Observations from the Tangled Shore of Fallen Text. The question no one asks. Was the bomber always mad, or was he driven to it? Was the madness a gift, or a curse? Did the struggle for survival outside the structure and ritual of the house system crack his mind? The things he'd seen, done? The shore asks much of those who call it home, most simply find there, and through the harsh will of these harsh lands, or by the hand of the hardened agents who stalk its fractured expanse, bandits, cutthroats, cannibals, awoken patrols, guardian, heroes. There are a billion ways to die among the jagged wilds at the Tangled Shore. To challenge those odds is no small feat. To do so while maintaining self, rarer still. However, it isn't also possible the bomber was his all along. Mad, deranged, eager to inflict destruction, lustful for the chaos and death to follow. The seeding of the accretion fields, the bombing of the origin libraries, Canic's handiwork has been linked to numerous tragedies, both as a rogue enemy of the reef and in league with his scorned brothers and sisters with whom he grew strong, with whom he found the purpose he once lacked. These points, an examination of the birth of madness, I raise to address a lingering concern. Seek the awoken libraries. Speak to the cryptarchs with knowledge of the reef, the shore. Scur the records of the bomber's deeds. Feel the pain of those who suffered the fire of his devastation. Remember the fields. Weep at the unimaginable loss with the libraries fell. Allow yourself the comfort of knowing the sinister creature is now dead and gone by guardian hand. But linger on victory's pride for only a short while, because the truth I seek to tell you has yet to be revealed, and it is this. The mad bomber is dead. Canic's is no more. Yet the shore remains ever untamed, despite valiant effort, despite your incredible strength. And if the shore remains tangled, its edges ever shifting, ever dire, then who else may it drive to madness? First long lost survivors of the fabled golden age, then stray awoken and discarded fallen. Maybe next, the warriors of the light. Guardians? After all, more will surely come. And with more, however righteous you may be, the odds shift further into the shore's favor, in the favor of madness. And if not another guardian, why not you? No heroes here. Every inch of ground beyond the city walls is dangerous, safety not guaranteed. And of all the inches across every world in this dead and dying system, none are harder than the ever single inch of the Tangled Shore. This is not simply untamed space, it's worse. It's outlawed territory, where the worst of a bad lot come to find their fortune, ply their trade, or run from their sins. No one who has ever walked the shore's broken stone has come back clean. Out here you gotta break the rules just to get by. Oh, your moral compass? You better hope it's on the fritz, cause doing the right thing will only get you killed. Unless you're strong enough to do it the wrong way. So, walk tall, the locals can sense the meek. Stand firm, backing down will only see you trampled. And aim true, each miss could be your last. Otherwise, go home. The shore ain't no place for heroes anyway. the lonely, and the dead. Out here, the lonely fall in the company of those bound by the purest need, survival. Find this truth. If not in your heart, in your mind, and if not in your mind, then your soul, the deepest part of you that connects to the most basic truths. To live for tomorrow, you have to fight for today. Know this, understand it, live it. Find those like-minded survivors you can look to as kin. Only then can survival be within reach, because to walk the shore unbound is to invite death herself. An excerpt from C.C. Lagrange's Translations of Writings and Observations from the Tangled Shore, a Fallen Text. I'll tell you, Eldred Rush, he didn't come out this way looking for trouble. He ain't a fool, neither. He knew trouble waited. He just didn't care. Couldn't, some would say. Eldred was a prospector of sorts, digging around these parts in search of memories he considered gold. He had a mission, personal and pure, find the rock on which this people fell. Some tell that he was the first guardian to walk this deep. It's not true, but fits his tale and makes for a better legend. Lonely Eldred walked these lashed and lands cycle upon cycle, avoiding conflicts when he could, but always hitting back when push came to shove. He was a gentleman, but violent when riled. Eventually, he found the spot where ancient survivors of an ancient collapse huddled and died. There, at the side of all he had lost, in an old life that was long since beyond his grasp, Eldred buried the dead he could not remember but felt in his heart. Never saw Eldred again. No one did. An excerpt from C.C. Lagrange's Translations of Writings and Observations from the Tangled Shore, a Fallen Text. Gotta do more than shoot. A lot of things to consider when sizing up a gunfight. Most just focus on steely eyes and steady nerves, and those who have value. But the best slingers weigh so much more. The light in the sky or lack thereof. The temp and the breeze, how cool, how warm, which direction is the wind hitting and how hard. Further still, the ground beneath your boots, is it solid or soft, shifting or slick, all elements that speak to the moment of truth. The wear of the holster, the feel of the grip. But first and foremost, the best slinger will say never pick a fight with an unfamiliar tools, unless the situation dictates an unavoidable outcome or in those instances when honor comes a-callin'. An excerpt from C.C. Lagrange's Translations of Writings and Observations from the Tangled Shore, a Fallen Text. Hello there, Guardian. You just listened to the last 5 excerpts of the Lawless Frontier Lore Triumphs, and thank you for making it all the way here. We wrapped up the Lawless Frontier book, and what fantastic writing has been done by the Bungie creative team. There's plenty more to cover, and even more important, I have a lot of lore yet to discover. I'm having tremendous fun creating these videos, and in the upcoming ones I will be focusing more on voice acting and setting tones for different characters, because we're gonna need it. For the next time we shall see each other, it's with a book called The Man They Call Cade 6.